Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to my December 2015 channel update, the last one of the year. And what a year it's been! This year I've upgraded my audio and video substantially, although of course not to top of the line, but substantially considering my budget, which is zero. I got my first 100 subs, and I'm well on my way to my second, which is slow, but sure, and it's actually kind of pleasant, actually, seeing people who are genuinely dedicated to role-playing games come onto my channel. I have completed a number of Let's Plays, including Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, Daggerfall, Morrowind, and I'm going to continue doing Let's Plays as usual. Furthermore, this year I started a foray into RPG-related news. For those of you who have been following my channel, I know a number of people have signed up for the subscription just for that. It's something that I want to fill out a little bit in my next year. In fact, I've got a lot of plans for the coming year, and I'll go ahead and tell you some of them. I want to expand my tabletop RPG content a little bit. I've got plans for a series that I've been throwing around for some months now. I've actually started recording the content for it. It's going to be a vlog style sit down and chat, 45 minutes to an hour a piece. I'm going to be calling it something like Tabletop Tavern. I'm going to try and make it twice a month just to start out and see how much interest it garners. It's going to be how-tos, hints and tips on things you can do in tabletop role-playing games, maybe product reviews, and then sometimes just general tales of interest from the games that I've run or played in over the years. And if people like it, well, they can expect to see quite a bit of it, actually, because I have enough content to last me for some time on that. It's not necessarily all going to be D&D, but it's going to be pretty D&D heavy at first, just because that's what I've got experience in. I will be covering other systems, of course, maybe some lesser-known systems, just to break things up a bit. I want to expand my RPG news coverage to cover more independent tabletop games. Now, because of the glorious time we live in, where third-party publishers can publish online very swiftly and very cheaply, there are an absolute explosion of third-party accessories out there. I will just basically be covering ones that I am interested in, and it's probably going to be limited by my RPG budget. Still, it's something to look forward to. I do intend to bring back Indie Game Friday to cover independent role-playing computer games. I want to do a more polished look on it. I want to standardize a format into something that's more like a review, rather than the random Let's Play that I'd been doing in the past. That means that I've got to get some experience actually doing reviews. Now, you'll still see gameplay footage in the background, but it will be less of a Let's Play and more of just a demonstration of what I found. That probably won't happen until the end of February or early March at the earliest, because I do want to do a lot of work in that, and I also want to get my Tabletop Tavern show off the ground first. But it's something I do definitely intend to do now, not just an idea that I'm throwing around. I will, of course, be continuing my Let's Plays that I have ongoing. I've got the Baldur's 2 Enhanced Edition Let's Play going, and of course, I had recently finished the Pillars of Eternity Let's Play, but I've still got some things I will double back and do for that, including the expansion, the White March. When the second part of that comes out, I will do a playthrough of that. And I'll probably go back and face the dragons that I basically skipped in that particular playthrough. Probably not for a while, but it is something I intend to double back into. As for other Let's Plays that are ongoing, the Planescape live stream I will continue to do as I have time, and I'm gonna come back to another live stream I did, and this one was on Twitch, the Ultima 7 live stream. I've still got all of my recordings from that, so at some point I will start uploading them to YouTube. But I need to get back to that. It basically fell off due to scheduling issues, and I really love that game. I know a number of people subscribe to the channel on the virtue of seeing me play that on Twitch. It's definitely one of my favorite games of all time, so you expect to see some of that. As far as that goes, I've got a couple more solid Let's Plays that I have scheduled. Of course, I've mentioned Oblivion in the past. You can figure on seeing those after the first of the year. There's no way I'm going to get to them before January 1st, if that. And even then, probably not until a little bit into January. As for that, if you want to see anything else on my channel that's RPG related, feel free to leave a comment, and in fact, I welcome all the feedback that I can on this channel, because I really want to make it a place where people can come to it for either ideas or any sort of interest in role-playing games, whether they be a tabletop or computer, and that's going to require a lot of work, and I'm just one individual, and of course I'm probably not the best one to come up with ideas for new content. So if there's anything that you'd like to see, go ahead and let me know. I can't guarantee I'll get to all of it, but I will definitely take good ideas into consideration. And I think that's about it for this news update. It's less of a news update and more of a plan for 2016, but I guess that definitely fits the time of year. Now, before I leave, this footage that you're seeing right now is taken from a game called Dungeon Robber. It is a Flash roguelike game that you can see on blogofholding.com/dungeonrobber. And it is basically a mostly text-based roguelike that is very much based on the original random dungeon generator from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 1st Edition. In fact, the graphics that you see in the background have very little to do with the actual game in progress, and they have a lot more to do with the flowchart of the dungeon creation itself. In fact, what you can see in the background is a poster that somebody did quite some time ago, and you can still get it. I believe they have an order link from the game site itself. But for those of you who are interested in old school D&D and just basically want to get a taste for it playing alone, this is definitely a game you're probably going to want to check out. I've burned way more hours into it. Well, not hours all the time. It's something I play just whenever I'm bored and want to have something else, want to have something going in the background. But it's hard as hell, and that's actually a benefit in my eyes. So go check it out, see how it plays, see if you like it. I guess that's it for now. This has been the RPG Crawler. As always, if you like what you've seen, to like, comment, and subscribe for more RPG content, and even more in the coming year. Until next time, take care and goodbye.